Welcome to the Book Lounge. Here we explore knowledge and inspiration through great books. Today we're looking at The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This engaging audiobook reveals the emotional and psychological reasons behind our attitudes toward money. It helps us understand not just how to make and save money, but also why we feel the way we do about wealth. Join me on this journey as we discover the important lessons from this insightful book. Let's get started. Chapter 1. No One is Crazy. Summary. In the opening chapter of The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel sets the stage for understanding how personal experiences shape our perspectives on money. He asserts that everyone has their unique views on finances, which stem from their individual life experiences, upbringing, culture, and the economic conditions they've encountered throughout their lives. Housel illustrates this idea with various anecdotes and examples, emphasizing that no one's approach to money is inherently crazy or irrational. Instead, what may seem illogical to one person could make perfect sense to another based on their life circumstances. This leads to a fundamental principle. People behave differently with money due to their unique backgrounds and experiences. Key points. 1. Subjectivity of financial decisions. Every individual's financial decisions are influenced by their personal experiences, beliefs, and the context in which they grew up. For example, someone who grew up during the Great Depression may have a very different approach to saving and spending than someone who experienced the tech boom of the late 1990s. 2. Diverse perspectives. Housel highlights that our views on money are influenced by family, culture, and historical context. He provides examples of how different generations perceive wealth differently, with baby boomers, Generation X, millennials, and Gen Z all having distinct attitudes toward money. 3. Risk tolerance. The chapter discusses how varying degrees of risk tolerance among individuals are shaped by their experiences. Someone who witnessed their parents lose everything during a financial crisis may be more risk-averse compared to someone who saw their parents thrive during a bull market. 4. Empathy in financial discussions. Understanding that everyone has their own story can foster empathy. It is crucial to recognize that the financial decisions of others are often based on their unique situations rather than irrationality or foolishness. 5. Historical context matters. Housel emphasizes the importance of considering historical events and their impact on financial behavior. Events like wars, recessions, and booms shape collective attitudes towards saving and investing. 6. Avoiding judgments. Since everyone has their unique financial narrative, judging others' financial choices can be misleading. What appears to be a poor financial decision may actually be a rational choice based on the individual's life experience. 7. Flexibility in financial strategies. Housel advocates for a flexible approach to financial strategies. Understanding that different people thrive under different financial frameworks encourages adaptability and personal tailoring of financial plans. Real-life applications. 1. Personal reflection. Readers can reflect on their financial beliefs and how their upbringing and experiences have shaped their views. By identifying these influences, individuals can better understand their money habits and potential biases. 2. Financial empathy. When discussing finances with friends, family, or colleagues, practicing empathy by acknowledging their backgrounds can lead to more productive conversations. This approach encourages a non-judgmental space for sharing experiences and strategies. Adaptable financial planning. Understanding that one size does not fit all in financial planning can help individuals tailor their financial strategies to suit their unique circumstances, preferences, and risk tolerances. Crisis preparation. Recognizing the influence of past economic crises on personal attitudes towards saving and spending can help individuals prepare for future uncertainties, adjusting their strategies to better cope with potential financial setbacks. 5. Broader perspectives. By learning about others' financial experiences, individuals can broaden their perspectives, allowing them to consider various strategies and approaches to money management that they might not have previously thought of. Conclusion for Chapter 1. In conclusion, Chapter 1 of The Psychology of Money serves as a vital reminder that there is no universal standard for financial behavior. Each person's experiences shape their approach to money, leading to a diverse range of beliefs and practices. By recognizing this subjectivity, we can foster a deeper understanding and empathy towards others' financial decisions. Understanding that no one is crazy when it comes to their financial choices is essential for developing a more nuanced perspective on wealth, risk, and personal finance. Embracing this principle can lead to more meaningful discussions around money and can aid in creating personalized financial strategies that resonate with individual experiences and values. Chapter 2, Luck and Risk. In Chapter 2 of The Psychology of Money, titled Luck and Risk, Morgan Housel delves into the interplay of chance and choices that influence financial outcomes in life. Housel asserts that while some people achieve financial success through deliberate decisions and hard work, others experience setbacks due to unforeseen circumstances. Understanding this duality of luck and risk is essential for a holistic view of wealth, success, and the unpredictable nature of life. Summary. The role of luck and risk. Housel begins the chapter by emphasizing that luck and risk are intrinsic parts of any financial journey. Many people attribute their success to their skill and hard work, but Housel argues that luck often plays a significant role in financial outcomes. He illustrates this concept through various examples, including the fortunes of famous investors, entrepreneurs, and individuals in different sectors. Examples of luck. One prominent example Housel uses is that of Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. While both are celebrated for their entrepreneurial skills, their paths were significantly shaped by luck. Gates had access to a computer at a young age, an opportunity rare in the 1970s, which allowed him to develop his programming skills early. Conversely, Jobs found himself in the right place at the right time during the rise of personal computing. Housel emphasizes that while both figures are undoubtedly talented, their success was also a product of fortunate circumstances. Examples of risk. Housel then shifts the focus to risk, explaining how unexpected events can derail even the best-laid plans. He points out that risk is often underestimated, and people frequently ignore its implications. The author gives examples of individuals who have suffered financial ruin due to unforeseen events, such as the 2008 financial crisis. This risk is compounded by the fact that outcomes are often unpredictable, and what works in one context may fail in another. The importance of understanding luck and risk. Housel argues that acknowledging the roles of luck and risk is crucial for developing a realistic perspective on wealth and success. Many people tend to overlook how much external factors contribute to their achievements, leading to an inflated sense of self-worth. Understanding that luck can influence outcomes helps foster humility and empathy towards others whose paths may not have been as fortunate. The narrative fallacy. The chapter also discusses the narrative fallacy, which refers to the human tendency to construct stories around events to make them more coherent and understandable. Housel warns against oversimplifying complex situations into success stories. For example, when people hear about a successful entrepreneur, they may focus solely on their hard work and determination, ignoring the luck and risk involved. Investment implications. Housel extends these ideas to the world of investing, where individuals often attribute their successes to skill while downplaying the role of market conditions and chance. He encourages investors to recognize that past performance does not guarantee future results, and that humility is key when making financial decisions. Investors should remain aware of their biases and the influence of luck on their returns. The need for a balanced approach. The chapter concludes by stressing the importance of a balanced approach to evaluating financial outcomes. By recognizing the interplay between luck and risk, individuals can adopt a more nuanced perspective on their own financial journeys. This understanding fosters resilience, as it allows people to learn from setbacks and celebrate successes without becoming overly complacent. Key points. 1. Interplay of luck and risk. Financial outcomes are influenced by both luck and risk, making it essential to consider both factors when evaluating success. 2. Examples of luck. Individuals like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs exemplify how luck plays a significant role in success. Their achievements were shaped by opportunities that many others did not have. 3. Examples of risk. unexpected events can lead to significant financial setbacks. Housel emphasizes the importance of recognizing and accounting for risk in financial planning. 4. Humility and empathy. Acknowledging the role of luck fosters humility and empathy towards those whose financial journeys may differ from our own. 5. Narrative fallacy. Humans tend to simplify complex situations into coherent stories, often ignoring the nuances of luck and risk involved. 6. Investment mindset. Investors must be aware of the influence of luck on financial performance and remain humble in their assessments of skill and success. 7. Balanced perspective. A nuanced understanding of luck and risk encourages resilience and a more realistic view of financial outcomes. Real-life applications. 1. Acknowledging unforeseen circumstances. In personal finance, understanding that unexpected events can impact financial stability is crucial. Creating an emergency fund can help mitigate risks associated with job loss or unexpected expenses. 2. Investing with humility. Investors should approach their decisions with humility, recognizing that market conditions can change unpredictably. Diversification can help protect against risks that arise from these changes. 3. Learning from failure. When facing financial setbacks, individuals should analyze the situation without bias, recognizing the role of both their choices and external factors. This analysis can provide valuable lessons for future decisions. 4. Encouraging empathy. Understanding the luck and risk dynamics encourages empathy towards those experiencing financial difficulties. This awareness can foster supportive relationships in communities. 5. Framing success and failure. By reframing success as a combination of skill and luck, individuals can maintain a balanced perspective and avoid arrogance, promoting a healthier approach to wealth and success. Conclusion for Chapter 2. In conclusion, Chapter 2 of The Psychology of Money highlights the intricate relationship between luck and risk in shaping financial outcomes. Morgan Housel emphasizes that while individual actions and decisions are crucial, they are often influenced by factors beyond our control. Recognizing the role of luck encourages humility, fosters empathy, and promotes a balanced approach to evaluating success and failure. By understanding the dynamics of luck and risk, individuals can navigate their financial journeys more effectively, preparing for both opportunities and challenges with resilience. Chapter 3, titled Never Enough, delves into the idea that no amount of money can truly satisfy a person if their mindset is fixated on comparison and material accumulation. Housel emphasizes how our desires often lead us into a cycle of perpetual dissatisfaction, making it crucial to understand our motivations around money. Summary of Chapter 3, Never Enough. Housel begins by highlighting that our society often equates wealth with happiness, prompting individuals to constantly chase after more. He presents anecdotes of individuals who, despite amassing significant fortunes, remained unfulfilled due to their insatiable desires. This perspective is rooted in a psychological phenomenon where the more one has, the more one wants, leading to a never-ending pursuit of wealth and possessions. The author introduces the concept of relative wealth, which focuses on how our financial situation compares to others. This comparison can fuel envy and an unquenchable thirst for more, regardless of how much one already possesses. Housel uses examples from famous figures and average individuals alike to illustrate how the relentless pursuit of more can lead to unhappiness, burnout, and even destruction. Housel also contrasts the concept of enough with never enough, arguing that understanding and defining what is truly sufficient for one's happiness is critical. The notion of enough is subjective. What might be enough for one person may be a fraction of what another desires. This is where the importance of personal values and priorities comes into play. He further illustrates how achieving financial success is not simply about earning more money, but finding contentment with what one already has. Housel challenges readers to reflect on their own definitions of enough and encourages a shift in perspective from quantity to quality, advocating for a mindset that values financial security and peace of mind over incessant accumulation. The chapter concludes with a cautionary note about the dangers of excessive ambition. While striving for financial improvement can be beneficial, it is essential to recognize the point at which ambition turns into greed and avarice, jeopardizing one's happiness and relationships. Key points. 1. The illusion of wealth. Wealth does not automatically equate to happiness. Housel emphasizes that the desire for more can often overshadow the joy that comes from having enough. The more wealth one accumulates, the more one tends to compare their wealth to others, leading to dissatisfaction. 2. Understanding enough. Defining what enough means to you personally is crucial. The pursuit of never enough often leads to unfulfilled desires, anxiety, and discontent. Identifying personal values and priorities can guide individuals in recognizing when they have achieved enough. 3. The role of comparison. Housel discusses the impact of societal comparisons on personal wealth. He argues that constant comparisons can create a mindset of scarcity, where individuals feel that they never have enough, regardless of their actual financial status. Real-life applications. 1. Mindfulness and spending. Individuals can apply the lessons from this chapter by practicing mindfulness when it comes to spending and financial decisions. Instead of automatically pursuing more wealth or possessions, one can reflect on their values and what truly brings satisfaction. 2. Setting personal financial goals. By establishing clear and personal financial goals that reflect one's definition of enough, individuals can focus on achieving those objectives rather than getting caught in the cycle of comparison. This approach can lead to greater financial satisfaction and overall well-being. 3. Promoting gratitude. Cultivating a habit of gratitude can help combat the negative feelings associated with comparison and the pursuit of never enough. Regularly reflecting on what one is grateful for can reinforce the idea that one already possesses sufficient resources for happiness. Conclusion for Chapter 3. In conclusion, Chapter 3 of The Psychology of Money serves as a profound reminder of the psychological traps associated with wealth and desire. Housel's insights urge readers to reflect on their personal definitions of enough and to find contentment in what they have, rather than continually seeking more. The balance between ambition and satisfaction is delicate, and recognizing when the pursuit of wealth turns into an unhealthy obsession is crucial for leading a fulfilling life. Ultimately, the chapter champions the idea that true wealth is not merely about accumulation, but rather about understanding oneself and cultivating a mindset of gratitude and satisfaction. Chapter 4. Confounding and Compounding. In this chapter of The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel explores the concepts of confounding and compounding in the context of wealth and financial success. Housel emphasizes how these concepts are often misunderstood and highlights the long-term effects they can have on our financial decisions and understanding of money. Summary. Housel begins the chapter by explaining the nature of compounding, emphasizing its importance in building wealth over time. Compounding is not just about earning interest on investments. It's also about the exponential growth that can occur when small, consistent actions are taken over long periods. Housel uses the example of how a modest investment can grow significantly over decades, illustrating how powerful compounding can be. He stresses that many people underestimate the potential of compounding because they often look for immediate results rather than understanding the long-term benefits. In contrast, Housel introduces the concept of confounding, which refers to the complex and often misleading relationship between different variables. He explains that many people confuse the success of individuals with the strategies they used to achieve that success. For instance, a wealthy person may attribute their financial success to their hard work or smart investing, but there may be numerous other factors at play, such as luck, timing, or inherited wealth, that contribute to their situation. This confounding can lead to misconceptions about wealth accumulation and financial strategies. Housel further explores the relationship between confounding and compounding, noting how the two concepts can interplay in surprising ways. For example, people may observe someone achieving rapid wealth and assume they must be engaging in a superior investment strategy, not realizing that compounding over a long period could have been a significant factor in their wealth accumulation. This misunderstanding can lead to poor financial decisions, as individuals may try to replicate other strategies, without recognizing the unique circumstances that contributed to their success. Housel also discusses the role of time in compounding, emphasizing that it is crucial to start investing early. He illustrates this with the story of two individuals, one who starts investing at a young age and another who starts later in life. Despite contributing the same amount of money, the one who starts early benefits significantly from compounding, highlighting the critical nature of time in the investment process. The author concludes the chapter by encouraging readers to embrace the slow, steady approach to wealth building that compounding offers. He emphasizes that true wealth is often built quietly and gradually over time, and that it is essential to stay patient and committed to long-term strategies rather than seeking quick wins. Understanding the difference between confounding and compounding can lead to better financial decisions and a more profound appreciation for the time and effort involved in building wealth. Key points. Understanding compounding. Compounding is the process by which investments grow exponentially over time. It's not just about earning interest, it's about how the interest itself earns interest, leading to significant growth. Small, consistent actions over long periods can lead to substantial wealth. 2. Misconceptions of confounding. Confounding refers to the misleading relationships between variables. People often attribute success to specific actions without considering external factors. Success stories can obscure the role of luck, timing, and other influences, leading to a misunderstanding of effective financial strategies. 3. Long-term versus short-term thinking. Many individuals seek immediate results, failing to appreciate the power of long-term compounding. Time is an essential component of compounding, and starting early can dramatically enhance wealth accumulation. 4. Learning from others' success. Observing the wealthy can lead to misguided attempts to replicate their success without understanding the context of their strategies. It's essential to recognize that different individuals have unique circumstances influencing their financial journeys. 5. Patience in wealth building. True wealth is built gradually and often quietly over time. Embracing a long-term approach to investing is crucial. Quick wins may be tempting, but they often do not lead to sustainable financial success. Real-life applications. 1. Start investing early. Understanding compounding can motivate individuals to start investing as soon as possible, even with small amounts. The earlier one begins, the more significant the potential growth due to compounding. 2. Focus on consistency. Individuals should aim for consistent contributions to their investments rather than trying to time the market or chase quick gains. This aligns with the principle of compounding, where steady contributions can yield exponential growth over time. 3. Recognize external factors. When analyzing successful investors or entrepreneurs, individuals should consider the broader context, such as market conditions, economic factors, and personal circumstances, rather than solely attributing their success to specific strategies or traits. 4. Set realistic expectations. Recognizing that compounding takes time can help individuals set more realistic expectations for their financial growth. This perspective can reduce anxiety and the urge to make impulsive financial decisions. 5. Educate others. Sharing the lessons learned from this chapter can help friends and family understand the importance of compounding and the pitfalls of confounding. This can foster a healthier mindset towards money and investing in personal finance discussions. Conclusion. In Chapter 4 of The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel effectively illustrates the critical concepts of confounding and compounding in the context of wealth and financial success. By emphasizing the importance of long-term thinking and understanding the complexities of financial journeys, Housel encourages readers to adopt a patient and consistent approach to wealth building. The insights provided in this chapter are valuable for anyone looking to improve their financial literacy and make informed decisions about their money. Through practical applications and a deeper understanding of these concepts, individuals can navigate their financial paths more effectively and work towards achieving their long-term financial goals. Chapter 5. Getting Wealthy versus Staying Wealthy. In The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel discusses the crucial difference between the strategies and mindsets required to accumulate wealth and those needed to preserve it. This chapter emphasizes that the behaviors that help individuals acquire wealth can differ significantly from those necessary to maintain and protect that wealth over time. Housel delves into the psychological aspects of money management and highlights that understanding these differences can lead to a more sustainable approach to financial success. Summary of Chapter 5: Wealth Accumulation versus Preservation. Housel asserts that getting wealthy often requires risk-taking, optimism, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. In contrast, staying wealthy is about careful management, discipline, and a focus on preservation rather than aggressive growth. Wealthy individuals often take bold financial risks, but maintaining wealth necessitates a more conservative approach. 2. Role of behavior. Housel argues that the most significant factor in achieving and maintaining wealth is not just knowledge of finance, but rather an individual's behavior and mindset. He emphasizes that behaviors such as patience, humility, and the ability to cope with setbacks are crucial for both accumulating and maintaining wealth. 3. The importance of time. Time plays a critical role in both getting wealthy and staying wealthy. Housel points out that time can amplify the effects of compounding returns, which can significantly enhance wealth accumulation. However, once wealth is acquired, time becomes essential in managing and preserving that wealth through thoughtful financial planning and strategies. Avoiding pitfalls. The chapter also discusses the common pitfalls that can lead to losing wealth, including overconfidence, lifestyle inflation, and making decisions based on emotional responses rather than rational thinking. Housel stresses the importance of humility in recognizing that markets and life are unpredictable. 5. Focus on what you control. Housel emphasizes the importance of focusing on factors within one's control, such as savings rates, spending habits, and investment strategies. By concentrating on these areas, individuals can build a stable foundation for wealth that is less susceptible to external market forces. Verse 6. Long-term thinking. To stay wealthy, Housel advocates for a long-term perspective. He argues that short-term thinking can lead to poor decision-making and financial losses. By prioritizing long-term goals and planning for future uncertainties, individuals can enhance their ability to preserve wealth over time. 1. Mindset shift. Transitioning from an aggressive wealth-building mindset to a conservative wealth preservation strategy is essential. Wealthy individuals often succeed due to their willingness to take risks, but to maintain that wealth, they must shift focus towards managing risks. Behavior over knowledge. Wealth is significantly influenced by behavior rather than just financial knowledge. Cultivating qualities such as patience, humility, and the ability to withstand adversity can lead to long-term financial success. 3. Compounding time. Time is a powerful ally in wealth accumulation and preservation. Understanding how compounding works over time can help individuals recognize the importance of consistent saving and investing. Real-life applications. 1. Investment strategies. Individuals should adopt a balanced approach to investing that combines growth-oriented assets with conservative investments. This strategy helps to minimize risks while still allowing for wealth accumulation. For example, an investor might choose to allocate a portion of their portfolio to high-risk stocks, while ensuring that a significant portion is in more stable bonds or cash equivalents. 2. Financial planning. Creating a robust financial plan that prioritizes long-term goals can help individuals stay wealthy. This involves regularly reviewing and adjusting budgets, maintaining an emergency fund, and planning for retirement. A practical application could be setting up automatic transfers to savings accounts and retirement funds to instill a habit of saving. 3. Emotional management. Recognizing and managing emotional responses to market fluctuations can help individuals make better financial decisions. For instance, instead of panicking during a market downturn, an investor could stick to their long-term strategy, reflecting on their goals and the historical context of market movements to avoid rash decisions. Conclusion for Chapter 5. In conclusion, Chapter 5 of The Psychology of Money underscores the stark differences between the mindset required to accumulate wealth and that necessary for its preservation. While aggressive risk-taking can lead to initial financial success, Maintaining wealth demands a shift towards cautious management and a focus on behavior. By understanding the importance of patience, long-term thinking, and emotional control, individuals can create a sustainable path to both achieving and retaining wealth over time. The key to lasting financial success lies in the delicate balance of risk and restraint, where the qualities that enable one to get wealthy must evolve into those that protect and preserve that wealth for future generations. Chapter 6, titled Tails You Win, explores the concept of tail events, which refers to those rare occurrences that significantly influence outcomes, particularly in finance and investing. Summary. In this chapter, Housel emphasizes the disproportionate impact of tail events on long-term success. He argues that while most people's experiences with money are defined by a series of predictable events, a small number of unpredictable and extreme events can lead to outsized results. The chapter begins by highlighting the unpredictability of financial markets and the economy. Housel suggests that investors often underestimate the importance of rare, high-impact occurrences, what he calls tail events. He points out that many successful entrepreneurs and investors have achieved their success not because of consistent, moderate gains, but due to a few spectacular successes. Housel uses several examples to illustrate this idea, including the tech industry, where a handful of companies, such as Amazon and Apple, dominate the market and account for a significant portion of returns. These companies' extraordinary performance is not a reflection of steady growth, but rather the result of a few key innovations and market shifts. Moreover, Housel discusses how individual behavior can influence outcomes in the face of tail events. He emphasizes the importance of resilience and flexibility, suggesting that those who adapt and respond positively to unforeseen challenges are more likely to benefit from tail events. Housel advises readers to be aware of the potential for significant gains while acknowledging that losses can also stem from unexpected downturns. The chapter also touches on the idea of randomness and luck. Housel argues that luck plays a significant role in success, and recognizing this can help individuals maintain a balanced perspective on their achievements. Instead of attributing success solely to skill and hard work, Housel encourages readers to consider how external factors may have influenced their outcomes. Finally, Housel concludes by reiterating that understanding the nature of tail events is crucial for effective decision-making. Investors and individuals alike should cultivate a mindset that embraces uncertainty and recognizes the potential for both significant gains and losses. By doing so, they can better navigate the complexities of financial markets and life in general. Key points. 1. Impact of tail events. A small number of unpredictable, high-impact occurrences can significantly shape financial outcomes. Long-term success often hinges on these rare events rather than consistent performance. 2. Luck and randomness. Success in finance and investing is often influenced by luck and chance. Recognizing the role of these factors can help individuals maintain a balanced view of their achievements and decisions. 3. Resilience and adaptability. The ability to adapt to unforeseen challenges is crucial. Individuals who embrace uncertainty and remain flexible in the face of unexpected events are more likely to succeed in the long run. Real-life applications. 1. Investment strategy. Investors can apply the concept of tail events by diversifying their portfolios. Instead of focusing solely on consistent returns, they should seek out opportunities with high potential for exceptional gains, understanding that these may come with higher risks. 2. Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs can take inspiration from successful companies that have leveraged tail events to their advantage. By being open to innovation and embracing changes in the market, they can position themselves for potential breakthroughs that lead to significant success. 3. Personal resilience. On a personal level, individuals can cultivate resilience by embracing uncertainty in their lives. Developing a mindset that welcomes change and views challenges as opportunities can enhance one's ability to navigate life's unpredictable nature. Conclusion for Chapter 6. In conclusion, Chapter 6 of The Psychology of Money illuminates the profound influence of tail events on financial success and personal wealth. By understanding that a few rare occurrences can define outcomes, individuals can adjust their perspectives on risk, luck, and success. Emphasizing the importance of resilience and adaptability, Housel encourages readers to embrace uncertainty, acknowledging that both extraordinary gains and losses are an inherent part of financial journeys. Ultimately, fostering a mindset that is open to the unpredictable nature of life can lead to better decision-making and a deeper appreciation for the role of chance in our financial lives. Chapter 7 of The Psychology of Money, titled Freedom, focuses on the idea that financial success is not just about achieving wealth, but about the freedom that money can buy. Morgan Housel discusses the importance of financial independence in shaping our lives, decisions, and happiness. According to the author, the ultimate purpose of money is to provide freedom. Freedom to make choices, to spend time the way you want, and to remove stress from your life. Housel emphasizes that the real value of money lies in the autonomy it grants us, not just in accumulating wealth for wealth's sake. The chapter explores how many people misunderstand the concept of wealth. Rather than just focusing on income, investments, or financial strategies, Housel argues that true wealth is measured by the amount of control you have over your time and decisions. The author contrasts this with common misconceptions that surround wealth, like accumulating more money to buy luxury or status. Instead, Housel stresses that the ultimate benefit of money is to give individuals the freedom to live their lives on their terms, leading to deeper happiness and satisfaction. Financial independence, in Housel's view, is about owning your time, being able to wake up and decide what to do with your day. This autonomy is the greatest advantage money offers, and the more of it you can secure, the more control you have over your future. Additionally, the chapter emphasizes that wealth should not be seen as a competition, where people compare their success to others. Instead, personal financial goals should be tied to securing one's freedom rather than to keeping up with societal standards of success or wealth. By focusing on freedom, Housel provides a fresh perspective on the purpose of money, highlighting that it is not about spending, showing off, or amassing more than others. Instead, it is about the ability to say no to things you don't want to do, and yes to the things that truly matter to you. 1. The ultimate goal of money is freedom. Housel argues that financial independence should be the primary goal of building wealth. The ability to control how you spend your time and live your life is the most valuable benefit that money provides. 2. Time and autonomy are more valuable than wealth. The chapter emphasizes that the freedom to use your time how you want is more important than the raw accumulation of wealth. It's about living life on your own terms without being bound by financial obligations. 3. Wealth is about options, not just luxuries. While many people equate wealth with purchasing power for luxury goods, Housel redefines wealth as the ability to make choices. The flexibility and freedom that come from being financially independent is what makes money truly valuable. Real-life application. Quitting a job that no longer aligns with your values. Imagine someone who has spent years building a successful career, amassing significant savings and investments. Eventually, they feel unfulfilled by their work, realizing it no longer aligns with their personal goals or values. Thanks to their financial independence, they can afford to walk away from that job, focusing instead on projects and activities that bring them joy and purpose. This decision is a reflection of the freedom that money provides, allowing them to pursue a career or lifestyle based on their passions rather than financial necessity. 2. Downshifting to spend more time with family. Consider a professional couple who have accumulated enough wealth to comfortably support their family. While they could continue working long hours to increase their wealth further, they decide to downshift their careers. The husband chooses to work part-time, while the wife opts for a less demanding role. They now spend more time with their children, pursue hobbies, and travel. This decision wasn't driven by luxury or the desire to show off their financial success, but by the freedom their wealth provided to prioritize family and personal time over traditional measures of success. 3. A young entrepreneur retiring early to focus on nonprofit work. Another example is a young entrepreneur who starts a business, scales it successfully, and sells it for a significant profit in her early 30s. Instead of using the money to buy lavish items, she uses it to retire early and dedicate her life to nonprofit work. Financially independent, she doesn't need to rely on a paycheck to cover her living expenses. She now has the freedom to pursue her passion for social change without the burden of financial stress, demonstrating how money can provide the autonomy to focus on what truly matters. Conclusion for Chapter 7. In conclusion for Chapter 7 of The Psychology of Money, the core message revolves around the idea that money's greatest value lies not in what it can buy, but in the freedom it provides. Morgan Housel encourages readers to see financial independence as the ultimate form of wealth, emphasizing that the ability to control your time and make choices based on your values is what leads to happiness and fulfillment. Rather than chasing material success or societal approval, the focus should be on securing financial autonomy, which in turn allows for a life of deeper meaning and contentment. True wealth, according to Housel, is having the freedom to live on your own terms. And this perspective offers a refreshing and practical approach to managing money. Chapter 8. Man in the Car Paradox. Summary. Chapter 8 delves into the peculiar psychology behind material wealth and social status, focusing on how people often overestimate the admiration they think they will receive from others through visible symbols of success. This is commonly illustrated by the man in the car paradox, where someone might buy an expensive car thinking it will make others admire them. But in reality, most people don't care about the car owner, they care about the car itself. The chapter highlights that wealth, when used for self-expression or to elevate social standing, can lead to misplaced expectations and disappointment. Instead, Housel suggests a shift in perspective on wealth, understanding that true success comes not from external admiration, but from internal fulfillment and a sense of financial security. Housel breaks down the paradox into different layers, analyzing why we seek admiration and the psychological pitfalls of seeking it through material means. He challenges the conventional belief that wealth should be used to display status, pointing out that most people care less about the person displaying wealth and more about what they themselves could achieve with such wealth. He emphasizes that the admiration we think we are gaining is often illusory. By the end of the chapter, the reader is encouraged to reconsider their relationship with money, status, and admiration. The real reward of financial success, Housel argues, lies not in how others perceive us, but in the freedom and peace of mind it can bring when used wisely. Key points. The man in the car paradox explains how people overestimate the attention and admiration they think they'll receive by showing off wealth. Wealth, when flaunted for admiration, rarely brings the respect or fulfillment we expect, as others focus on the material object rather than the person. True financial success lies in security, freedom, and contentment rather than external validation. Real-life applications. 1. The social media influence phenomenon. Many influencers on social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok display luxurious lifestyles, expensive cars, designer clothes, and lavish vacations. However, most of their audience is not admiring them as people, but are fantasizing about how they could also attain such a lifestyle. Influencers may expect admiration for their success, but their followers often use these posts as a way to visualize what wealth could bring them, not what it says about the influencer. Number 2. Luxury car purchases. A common example of the man in the car paradox is the purchase of luxury cars. Many people buy high-end cars like a Ferrari or Lamborghini under the assumption that these symbols of status will generate admiration. Yet, when onlookers see these cars, their thoughts are rarely about the owner. Instead, people dream about what it would be like if they themselves owned the car. The imagined admiration that drives the purchase is rarely given, leaving the owner unfulfilled. Number 3. Corporate success and public perception. CEOs or high-ranking executives often expect to be admired for their visible success, big corner offices, company stock options, and media appearances. However, the public is typically more concerned with what these accomplishments mean for them, such as how the company's stock will affect their own portfolios. The admiration that successful executives anticipate from others often fails to materialize because most people are focused on their own financial goals. Conclusion. Conclusion for Chapter 8. The Man in the Car Paradox illustrates the psychological pitfalls of using wealth to gain admiration. Housel encourages readers to move beyond the illusion that material displays will earn respect or admiration from others. The true value of wealth lies not in the eyes of others, but in the freedom, security, and personal fulfillment it can bring. To avoid the disappointment of chasing external validation, Housel advises focusing on internal measures of success, such as financial independence and peace of mind. Wealth should be a tool for personal freedom, not a means to seek approval or status. Chapter 9. Wealth is what you don't see. Summary. Chapter 9, Wealth is What You Don't See, explores the distinction between perceived wealth and actual wealth. Housel begins by explaining that the most outward signs of wealth, luxury cars, extravagant homes, and designer clothes, are typically just evidence of spending, not necessarily of true financial security or wealth. He emphasizes that real wealth is often invisible because it is reflected in the things we don't see: unspent money, investments, savings, and financial reserves. Housel argues that the quiet accumulation of wealth, which is not flaunted, provides greater long-term benefits. By holding on to money rather than spending it on status symbols, individuals secure their future and create more opportunities for themselves. He stresses the importance of distinguishing between income and wealth. While income represents the money coming in, wealth is about what you manage to hold on to and grow. The chapter encourages readers to focus less on visible signs of wealth and more on the invisible aspects that foster financial independence and security. By framing wealth as what remains unseen, savings, investments, and financial prudence, Housel shifts the reader's perspective from one of consumption to one of preservation and long-term growth. Key points. Wealth is often invisible, residing in unspent money, savings, and investments, rather than in outward signs of luxury or status. Spending on visible signs of wealth often undermines the very wealth that provides financial security and freedom. Real-life applications. 1. Millionaires next door. Many wealthy individuals live relatively modest lifestyles and avoid flaunting their wealth. For example, numerous self-made millionaires prioritize saving and investing over buying luxury goods. They often live in average neighborhoods, drive reliable but not extravagant cars, and make financial decisions focused on long-term stability rather than short-term indulgence. This behavior reflects the idea that true wealth is often hidden in financial assets rather than on display. 2. Tech entrepreneurs and early investors. Some well-known tech entrepreneurs and early investors maintain frugal lifestyles despite their significant financial success. For instance, individuals like Warren Buffett are famous for their humble lifestyles, even though they have enormous wealth. Buffett still lives in the same house he bought decades ago and avoids ostentatious displays of wealth. This restraint illustrates Housel's point that real wealth is the money you don't spend, which continues to grow and compound over time, providing financial freedom. Conclusion for Chapter 9. Housel's message in Chapter 9 is that wealth is not about how much you earn or how much you display, but how much you keep and grow over time. He emphasizes that true wealth is invisible. It is found in savings, investments, and financial security, rather than in outward symbols of affluence. By refraining from spending money to showcase success, individuals can build lasting financial independence. Housel challenges the reader to redefine wealth, encouraging a mindset of long-term accumulation rather than short-term consumption. Ultimately, financial freedom is achieved by focusing on the unseen aspects of wealth, which offer true security and opportunity. Chapter 10. Save Money. Summary. Chapter 10, Save Money, focuses on the importance of saving as a fundamental pillar of financial security and flexibility. Housel emphasizes that saving money is one of the most accessible ways to build wealth, yet it is often undervalued in personal finance discussions. Unlike investing, saving doesn't require extraordinary skills or specialized knowledge, making it an accessible tool for anyone to improve their financial situation. Housel highlights that saving is not just about having money for emergencies, but also about creating opportunities and options for the future. In this chapter, Housel underscores that while income and investment returns are often unpredictable, saving is within your control. It's a direct action you can take that builds resilience against life's uncertainties. He also emphasizes that saving allows for flexibility and freedom, granting the ability to make choices that aren't driven solely by financial necessity. In essence, saving is portrayed as a tool to buy time, freedom, and peace of mind, not just for immediate purchases or security. The chapter argues that the habit of saving isn't about reaching a particular number or goal, but creating a lifestyle of financial security. The ability to save consistently provides a buffer against life's volatility, allowing for more control over both short-term needs and long-term ambitions. Key points. Saving money is one of the most accessible, powerful ways to build financial flexibility and wealth, and it doesn't depend on investment skills or income levels. Saving offers options, freedom, and resilience, allowing individuals to navigate financial challenges and make choices based on desire rather than necessity. Real-life applications. Emergency funds during economic downturns. The COVID-19 pandemic is a clear example of the importance of having an emergency savings fund. Millions of people worldwide lost their jobs or had their incomes reduced drastically. Those who had saved diligently were able to weather the storm much better than those who lived paycheck to paycheck. An emergency fund created through consistent savings allowed many to stay afloat during one of the most economically disruptive events in modern history. 2. Saving for early retirement. The FIRE, Financial Independence, Retire Early movement showcases the power of saving aggressively. Individuals who save a significant portion of their income, often 50% or more, are able to retire early or pursue passion projects without the constraint of a paycheck. This lifestyle prioritizes saving and frugality over consumerism, demonstrating how saving can buy not just financial security, but also freedom of choice and time. Conclusion. Conclusion for Chapter 10. Saving is presented as one of the most effective yet overlooked strategies for building financial independence. Housel argues that saving is not only about protecting against life's uncertainties, but also about creating future opportunities and flexibility. The ability to save consistently gives individuals power over their financial futures, allowing them to make choices that aren't dictated by financial stress. By reframing saving as a source of freedom rather than deprivation, Housel encourages a shift in mindset. The true value of saving lies in the options and control it provides, making it a fundamental element of financial success and peace of mind. Chapter 11. Reasonable Rational. Summary. Chapter 11, Reasonable Rational, examines the differences between making financial decisions that are purely logical, rational, versus those that account for human emotions, preferences, and life circumstances, reasonable. Housel argues that while financial theory often emphasizes making rational decisions based on mathematical models and probability, human behavior is rarely guided by pure logic. People are emotional beings, and many of the decisions they make, especially around money, are shaped by personal experiences, values, and comfort levels. Housel emphasizes that being reasonable with money is often more sustainable and effective than being purely rational. While rational decisions might seem optimal on paper, they can be difficult to stick to in real life if they don't align with one's emotional needs or lifestyle. The chapter encourages readers to strike a balance between making smart financial choices and taking into account what feels right for their specific situation. Housel suggests that personal finance is personal for a reason, and what works best for one person may not necessarily work for another, even if it's mathematically superior. In essence, the chapter makes the case for accepting and embracing financial decisions that are good enough for your peace of mind, even if they aren't the most optimal according to financial theory. The goal is to find a balance between maximizing wealth and living a life that aligns with your values and emotional comfort. Key points. Personal finance decisions should be reasonable and align with one's emotional well-being and life circumstances, even if they are not always the most rational from a purely mathematical perspective. Striving for perfect rationality in financial decisions can lead to stress, dissatisfaction, and unsustainable behaviors, making a reasonable approach more practical and fulfilling. How real-life applications. 1. Homeownership versus renting. In many financial calculations, renting a home may seem more rational than buying, especially in high-cost areas where home prices are exorbitant. However, many people still choose to buy homes for emotional reasons: security, stability, a sense of ownership, and personal pride. While renting might be a more rational choice in some situations, buying a home could be considered a reasonable decision because it aligns with personal values and long-term emotional comfort, even if it isn't the optimal financial move. Number 2. Conservative investment approaches. From a rational perspective, a young person with a long-time horizon should invest heavily in stocks to maximize returns, as stocks generally outperform other asset classes over time. However, many people are uncomfortable with the volatility of the stock market and prefer to take a more conservative approach, such as holding more bonds or cash than is mathematically ideal. This decision may not be rational, but it is reasonable because it allows the individual to sleep better at night, avoiding the emotional stress that comes with market fluctuations. Conclusion for Chapter 11. Housel's key takeaway in this chapter is that financial decisions are most effective when they are aligned with your personal needs, values, and emotions, even if they are not always the most rational according to financial theory. Being reasonable allows for sustainable, long-term financial behavior that acknowledges the realities of human emotions. He encourages readers to seek a balance between rationality and reasonableness, where the decisions made are both financially sound and emotionally comfortable. Ultimately, a reasonable approach to personal finance, one that fits individual circumstances and emotional well-being, leads to greater financial contentment and a more fulfilling life. Chapter 12. Surprise. Summary. Chapter 12, Surprise, explores the unpredictable nature of financial markets, the economy, and life itself. Housel emphasizes that while people often try to predict the future by analyzing trends and data, the truth is that unexpected events, or surprises, are inevitable. The chapter discusses how these unforeseen occurrences shape our financial decisions and outcomes more than any predictions based on past performance. Human nature tends to anchor expectations in historical patterns, but the reality is that major shifts, both positive and negative, can and do happen without warning. Housel argues that instead of obsessing over trying to predict the future, individuals should plan for a range of possible outcomes, including the possibility of being surprised. The key to handling surprises, he explains, is resilience. Building financial resilience means preparing for a wide variety of scenarios, including those that might seem highly unlikely, to safeguard against catastrophic outcomes. Flexibility and adaptability, rather than precise predictions, are crucial in managing both personal finances and investments. The chapter urges readers to embrace uncertainty, as surprises are a fundamental part of life and the economy. Understanding that unexpected events will happen and preparing for them leads to better decision-making and long-term success. Key points. Unpredictability is a fundamental aspect of life, especially in the context of financial markets and personal finance, and surprises are inevitable. Instead of relying on predictions, individuals should focus on resilience, building a financial plan that can withstand a wide range of unexpected events. The 2008 Global Financial Crisis. The 2008 financial crisis is a perfect example of how unexpected events can have massive consequences. Few people anticipated the collapse of major financial institutions, the housing market crash, and the ensuing global recession. Investors, businesses, and individuals who had planned only for the best-case scenarios were hit hardest. However, those who had diversified portfolios, emergency funds, or hedged their risks were better able to weather the storm. This event underscores the importance of preparing for surprises and building financial resilience. 2. The rise of technology stocks in the 2020s. While many industries struggled during the COVID-19 pandemic, the tech sector experienced an unexpected boom. Companies like Zoom, Shopify, and others saw rapid growth as remote work and online shopping became the norm. Investors who anticipated a tech downturn were caught off guard by this surprise rally. Those who remained flexible and diversified benefited from this unexpected outcome. This is a reminder that surprises can be positive as well as negative, and it's important to stay open to various possibilities in financial planning. Conclusion for Chapter 12. Housel emphasizes that life and financial markets are full of surprises, and no amount of data or historical analysis can eliminate the uncertainty of the future. Instead of relying on predictions, the best approach is to focus on resilience, preparing for a wide range of possibilities, including the unexpected. By embracing the unpredictability of life, individuals can make better decisions and safeguard themselves from catastrophic surprises. Building a financial cushion and planning for flexibility will help navigate the inevitable shocks and surprises that shape our financial journeys. Chapter 13, Room for Error. Chapter 13, Room for Error, focuses on the importance of having a margin of safety in financial decisions. Housel argues that building a buffer, whether in terms of time, money, or expectations, helps to manage the inevitable uncertainties and surprises that life throws our way. He explains that even the best-laid financial plans can fail when unexpected events occur, and the key to weathering such challenges is leaving room for error. Housel highlights that overconfidence in financial planning, especially when relying on specific outcomes, increases the risk of failure. The chapter encourages a mindset of humility when it comes to financial decisions, by acknowledging that not everything can be predicted or controlled. Therefore, it's essential to have enough of a safety net or margin so that setbacks don't become catastrophic. Room for error is not a sign of pessimism. It's a practical strategy for financial resilience. This approach allows individuals to survive downturns, recessions, and personal financial challenges without having to abandon their long-term goals. The margin of safety, Housel argues, offers peace of mind and flexibility, which are essential for enduring financial success. Key points. Leaving room for error in financial decisions allows individuals to account for uncertainty and manage risks effectively. Overconfidence in planning for specific outcomes can lead to financial setbacks, making it crucial to build a margin of safety. Real-life applications. 1. Personal savings and emergency funds. Having an emergency fund is a direct application of leaving room for error. People who maintain a savings buffer are better equipped to handle unexpected expenses like medical emergencies, car repairs, or sudden job loss. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, individuals with emergency savings were able to manage temporary income disruptions far more easily than those living paycheck to paycheck. This buffer provided peace of mind and prevented financial ruin during a crisis. Number 2, businesses planning for economic downturns. Successful companies often leave room for error by maintaining cash reserves or diversifying their product lines. For instance, Apple has long maintained significant cash reserves, enabling it to weather economic downturns and invest in new ventures when opportunities arise. This approach allowed the company to navigate market downturns, like the 2008 financial crisis and more recent economic disruptions, without jeopardizing its long-term growth strategy. Conclusion for Chapter 13. Housel emphasizes the necessity of building a margin of safety in financial decisions to guard against life's uncertainties. Having room for error is crucial in maintaining stability and ensuring that setbacks do not derail long-term goals. This approach requires humility, acknowledging that we can't predict or control everything. By planning with flexibility and a safety net in place, individuals and businesses can better withstand the inevitable surprises and challenges, ensuring resilience and financial success over time. Chapter 14. You'll Change. Summary. Chapter 14, You'll Change, explores the evolving nature of personal financial goals, values, and priorities over time. Housel argues that people often make long-term financial plans based on their current circumstances and desires, assuming that their future selves will have the same values, preferences, and ambitions. However, this assumption is flawed because humans are constantly changing. What seems important or desirable today may lose significance as time passes, and future aspirations might differ from current ones. Housel introduces the concept of the end of history illusion, where people tend to believe they have reached the peak of their personal development, unaware of how much they will continue to grow and change. This chapter underscores the importance of financial flexibility and the need to adapt to life's evolving circumstances and desires. Rather than rigidly adhering to a specific financial plan, Housel encourages readers to account for the inevitability of change and ensure their financial strategies are adaptable enough to support whatever goals or needs arise in the future. Key points. People's financial goals and values are likely to evolve over time, making it important to create flexible financial plans. The end of history illusion leads people to underestimate how much they will change, which can result in financial plans that don't align with future needs or desires. Real-life applications. 1. Career changes and shifting financial priorities. Many individuals start their careers with specific financial goals in mind, such as buying a house or reaching a certain salary level. However, over time, they may find that their career aspirations and financial priorities shift. For instance, someone might originally prioritize high income, but later decide to focus on work-life balance, opting for a less stressful but lower-paying job. Their financial plan needs to adjust accordingly, recognizing that their values have evolved over time. 2. Midlife crises and new life goals. A common example of you'll change is seen in midlife crises, where people often reassess their priorities and change their goals. For example, a person who has spent years accumulating wealth might realize that material success is no longer fulfilling and instead prioritize experiences such as travel or charitable work. This shift requires a financial adjustment, as saving for retirement or other long-term financial objectives may now take a back seat to more immediate, experience-driven goals. Conclusion for Chapter 14. Housel's key message in this chapter is that personal finance should be approached with flexibility, given the inevitability of change in one's life goals, values, and circumstances. People tend to underestimate how much they will evolve, often creating financial plans that may not align with their future selves. By acknowledging this natural evolution, individuals can design financial strategies that are adaptable, ensuring they continue to meet their evolving needs and desires. Financial flexibility and an openness to change are essential for long-term financial well-being. Chapter 15. Nothing's Free. Chapter 15, Nothing's Free, discusses the concept of the cost of success in the context of investing and financial growth. Housel explains that every financial achievement comes with its own set of costs, and understanding these costs is crucial to making better decisions. The chapter emphasizes that while people often focus on the rewards of investing, such as wealth accumulation, they tend to overlook the emotional price required to achieve those rewards. Patience, uncertainty, volatility, and even fear are part of the price you pay for financial growth. Housel compares the price of financial success to the price of admission for a theme park. It's non-negotiable, and if you want the reward, in this case long-term wealth, you must be willing to endure the emotional ups and downs that come with it. He argues that understanding and accepting these emotional costs up front can help investors stay the course, even when the markets are volatile or their financial goals seem out of reach. Ultimately, recognizing that nothing comes for free, whether in terms of time, emotional investment, or financial risk, helps individuals approach wealth building with more resilience. Key points. Every financial success comes with an emotional cost, such as enduring market volatility, uncertainty, and patience over time. Understanding and accepting the emotional price of investing helps individuals make better long-term decisions and stick to their financial strategies. Real-life applications. 1. Long-term investing in the stock market. One example of the emotional price of investing is the stock market's inherent volatility. During major downturns, such as the 2008 financial crisis or the 2020 pandemic market crash, many investors panicked and sold their assets at a loss, unwilling to endure the short-term pain for long-term gain. However, those who stayed invested and accepted the volatility as part of the process were able to recover their losses and continue growing their wealth. This illustrates the price investors must pay. the emotional resilience to handle market fluctuations. Number 2. Building a business from scratch. Entrepreneurs who start their own businesses often face years of financial uncertainty, stress, and long hours before seeing any significant return on their investment. The emotional and financial costs are high, risking personal savings, sacrificing time with family, and enduring the emotional roller coaster of success and failure. However, those who are willing to pay these costs often reap significant rewards in the long run. This demonstrates how nothing is free in the pursuit of financial success, as significant emotional and financial investments are required. Conclusion for Chapter 15. Housel's core message is that financial success always comes with a price, and understanding this cost is key to making more informed decisions. Whether it's the emotional stress of market volatility or the sacrifices required to build a business, nothing is free when it comes to wealth building. Accepting and preparing for these challenges can help individuals stay committed to their long-term financial goals. By recognizing the emotional and financial costs of success, individuals can better navigate the ups and downs of their financial journey with resilience and patience. Chapter 16. You and Me. Summary. Chapter 16, You and Me, explores the concept that different people make different financial decisions based on their unique experiences, values, and circumstances. Housel emphasizes that personal finance is just that, personal. The financial strategies that work for one person may not work for another because everyone has their own set of beliefs, goals, and tolerances shaped by their life experiences. He argues that understanding this diversity in financial behavior is crucial, especially when comparing your financial path to others. Housel explains that while it's easy to judge others for their financial decisions, people's choices are often rooted in their personal history, emotions, and circumstances. What might seem irrational or overly conservative to one person could make perfect sense to someone else given their past experiences or risk tolerance. The chapter encourages readers to avoid making sweeping generalizations about financial decisions and to recognize that what works for them might not work for others, and vice versa. Ultimately, Housel drives home the point that financial success is not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Everyone has different financial priorities and levels of comfort with risk, and these differences should be respected rather than judged. Key points. Personal finance is deeply influenced by individual experiences, values, and risk tolerance, making financial decisions highly subjective. Judging others' financial decisions based on your own standards is flawed, as everyone's financial journey is shaped by their unique circumstances. Real-life applications. 1. Retirement planning differences. One person may decide to retire at 55, having saved aggressively and preferring a simpler lifestyle with fewer luxuries. Meanwhile, another individual might choose to work until 70, enjoying a more lavish lifestyle and feeling comfortable with a later retirement. Neither choice is right or wrong. Each decision reflects different values, risk tolerance, and priorities shaped by personal experiences. Recognizing that retirement plans are deeply personal helps avoid the trap of comparing one's financial choices to others. 2. Investing in high-risk ventures versus conservative saving. Some individuals might feel comfortable investing in high-risk, high-reward opportunities like cryptocurrencies or startups, driven by their appetite for risk and a belief in technological innovation. On the other hand, others may prioritize stability and opt for more conservative investments like bonds or index funds based on past experiences with financial loss or a desire for security. Both approaches are valid because they reflect the different emotional and financial contexts of the individuals making the decisions. Conclusion for Chapter 16. Housel's main message in this chapter is that financial decisions are deeply personal, shaped by an individual's unique life experiences, values, and risk tolerance. He emphasizes that no two people will approach their finances in exactly the same way, and that's okay. Instead of comparing or judging the financial paths of others, it's essential to recognize that everyone's journey is influenced by different factors. By accepting this diversity in financial behavior, we can make better, more empathetic decisions and focus on what works for our own circumstances. Chapter 17. The Seduction of Pessimism. Chapter 17, The Seduction of Pessimism, explores the human tendency to give more attention to negative news and pessimistic viewpoints when it comes to finances and the economy. Housel argues that pessimism has a powerful allure because bad news is often more immediate and visible, while positive developments take time to materialize and are less obvious. He emphasizes that pessimism often sounds more intelligent and credible because it feels like it carries the weight of caution, while optimism can appear naive or overly simplistic. This chapter sheds light on how pessimistic views can disproportionately influence financial decisions, causing people to take overly conservative actions or miss out on opportunities for long-term growth. Housel highlights that while the future is inherently uncertain, it is essential to recognize that progress happens slowly and quietly, often behind the scenes. Being overly influenced by pessimistic outlooks can lead to poor financial choices, such as avoiding investments that seem risky in the short term but have long-term growth potential. Key points. Pessimism often feels more credible and urgent because bad news is immediate and tangible, while positive outcomes take time to unfold. Being overly focused on pessimistic forecasts can lead to overly cautious financial decisions, causing people to miss out on long-term opportunities. Real-life applications. 1. Investment behavior during market crashes. A classic example of the seduction of pessimism is how investors react during market downturns. In times of financial crises, such as the 2008 financial crash or the COVID-19 market drop in 2020, pessimistic predictions often dominate headlines. Many investors, seduced by the fear of further losses, sell their stocks in a panic, locking in their losses. However, those who maintain a long-term perspective and resist the pull of pessimism often see their investments recover and grow as markets stabilize. This illustrates how an overreaction to negative news can harm long-term financial outcomes. Number 2. Technological advancements and skepticism. Technological innovations often face initial skepticism and pessimism. For example, when personal computers and the internet were first introduced, many experts were pessimistic about their potential, with some even predicting their failure. Early investors who ignored this pessimism and believed in the long-term impact of these technologies have seen extraordinary returns on their investments. The seduction of pessimism caused many to miss out on opportunities, showing how an overly cautious approach can hinder long-term financial success. Conclusion for Chapter 17. Housel emphasizes that while pessimism often feels more credible and immediate, it can cloud long-term judgment and lead to missed opportunities. Bad news tends to be more visible and dramatic, while progress and positive outcomes unfold slowly and quietly. Understanding this dynamic allows individuals to make more balanced financial decisions. Rather than succumbing to the allure of pessimism, maintaining a long-term, optimistic perspective while remaining realistic about risks can lead to better financial outcomes and a greater ability to capitalize on opportunities for growth. Chapter 18. When You'll Believe Anything. Summary. Chapter 18, When You'll Believe Anything, delves into how narratives, stories, and personal biases shape our understanding of financial matters. Housel argues that people tend to believe and follow stories that resonate with their emotions and life experiences, even when these stories are incomplete or misleading. In finance, this can lead to poor decision-making, as individuals may rely more on emotional storytelling than on objective data or rational analysis. The chapter explores how financial decisions are often guided by the narratives people tell themselves and the influence of broader social stories about money. Whether it's the belief in get-rich-quick schemes, stock market myths, or sensationalized economic forecasts, Housel highlights how stories can distort our perception of financial reality. The chapter calls for more skepticism towards overly simplistic or emotionally appealing financial stories and encourages readers to develop a more nuanced and rational approach to understanding money. Key points. People are often drawn to stories that resonate emotionally, which can lead to poor financial decisions when these narratives override rational analysis. The financial world is full of persuasive yet misleading stories that can distort our perception of risk, reward, and reality. Real-life applications. 1. The 2008 financial crisis and belief in housing market narratives. Before the 2008 financial crisis, many people believed in the narrative that housing prices would always rise. This story fueled excessive borrowing and risky mortgage practices as it resonated with the American dream of homeownership. When the housing market collapsed, those who believed in this optimistic yet faulty narrative were hit hardest. This example illustrates how emotionally compelling stories can lead to financial disasters when individuals fail to critically assess the facts. 2. Cryptocurrency speculation and fear of missing out, FOMO. In recent years, the cryptocurrency boom has been driven by a compelling narrative of revolutionary technology and potential life-changing wealth. Many investors, swayed by stories of others becoming millionaires overnight, poured money into speculative coins without fully understanding the risks. The belief in this narrative, combined with the fear of missing out, led many to invest emotionally rather than rationally, resulting in significant financial losses for some when the market became volatile. Conclusion. Conclusion for Chapter 18. Housel underscores the powerful role that narratives play in shaping financial decisions, often leading individuals astray when emotions overpower rational thinking. People tend to believe in stories that align with their desires or fears, but this can cloud their judgment and distort their understanding of financial risks and opportunities. The chapter calls for a more critical approach to financial decision-making, encouraging readers to question popular narratives and rely on objective analysis rather than emotional stories. By doing so, individuals can avoid being misled by appealing but dangerous financial myths. Chapter 19. All Together Now. Summary. Chapter 19, All Together Now, delves into the importance of collaboration and collective effort in achieving financial success and well-being. Housel emphasizes that financial goals are not solely the result of individual actions, but often require the support, cooperation, and contributions of others. This chapter highlights how working together, whether with family, friends, or community, can lead to better financial outcomes and greater opportunities for success. Housel explores the dynamics of collective financial behavior, illustrating how shared knowledge, resources, and responsibilities can enhance individual capabilities. He stresses the significance of building strong relationships and fostering collaboration, as the synergy created by working together can lead to more effective problem-solving, risk-sharing, and resource allocation. By acknowledging the role of community and collaboration, individuals can unlock new avenues for financial growth and stability. Key points. Financial success often stems from collaboration and collective effort, emphasizing that individual actions are enhanced by the support of others. Building strong relationships and fostering teamwork can lead to better financial outcomes through shared knowledge, resources, and risk management. Real-life applications. 1. Family financial planning. Consider a family working together to set and achieve financial goals, such as saving for a home or funding their children's education. By openly discussing their finances, sharing responsibilities, and pooling resources, they can create a unified plan that leverages each member's strengths and contributions. For example, one family member might excel in budgeting, while another is skilled at investing. By collaborating, they can make more informed decisions, reducing the likelihood of financial mistakes and enhancing their chances of reaching their goals together. This illustrates how teamwork within a family can significantly improve financial outcomes. 2. Community investment groups. In many communities, individuals come together to form investment clubs or cooperatives, pooling their resources to invest in local businesses or real estate. These groups benefit from the collective knowledge and expertise of their members, allowing them to make more informed investment decisions than they might achieve individually. For instance, an investment club might focus on a specific industry, enabling members to share insights and strategies that can lead to profitable opportunities. This collaborative approach not only increases the potential for financial gain, but also strengthens community ties and fosters a sense of shared purpose. Conclusion. Conclusion for Chapter 19. Housel concludes that financial success is often a collective effort rather than a solitary pursuit. By recognizing the value of collaboration and teamwork, individuals can enhance their financial strategies and achieve their goals more effectively. Strong relationships, whether within families or communities, can lead to shared knowledge, pooled resources, and collective problem solving, all of which contribute to better financial outcomes. Emphasizing the importance of working together allows individuals to navigate their financial journeys with greater support and a sense of shared purpose, ultimately leading to more sustainable success and fulfillment. Chapter 20. Confession. Chapter 20, Confession, is the final chapter of The Psychology of Money, where Morgan Housel provides a personal reflection on his journey with money, wealth, and the lessons he has learned. This chapter ties together many of the themes explored throughout the book, offering a candid and introspective look into Housel's own financial philosophy. It serves as a capstone, encouraging readers to reflect on their own relationships with money while highlighting the emotional and psychological aspects of financial decision-making. Housel opens the chapter by acknowledging the deeply personal and often contradictory emotions people experience regarding money. He emphasizes that personal experiences, upbringing, and values all shape an individual's approach to wealth. Financial success, he suggests, is not merely a product of knowledge or skill, but is influenced by these unique personal factors. He admits that, despite his extensive knowledge of finance, he too has made mistakes and continues to learn. This humility and openness set the tone for the chapter, which is less about providing new strategies and more about encouraging reflection and self-awareness. The importance of perspective, a key theme of Confession, is the importance of perspective in how we view and manage money. Housel acknowledges that it is easy to fall into the trap of comparing oneself to others, particularly in today's society where material success is often equated with status and happiness. However, he argues that this comparison is not only unproductive, but also potentially harmful. Everyone's financial journey is unique, shaped by personal circumstances, values, and experiences. What might seem like success for one person could be meaningless or unsustainable for another. Housel urges readers to stop measuring their financial success against external benchmarks and instead focus on their own progress and goals. He explains that money should be seen as a tool for achieving what personally matters, rather than as a means to gain social approval or keep up with others. By shifting the focus inward, individuals can find greater contentment and fulfillment in their financial decisions. The role of emotional intelligence. Throughout the chapter, Housel emphasizes the emotional component of managing money. He acknowledges that fear, greed, envy, and insecurity often drive financial behavior, leading to decisions that may not align with long-term goals or true values. One of his central points is that mastering personal finance requires more than just technical knowledge. It requires emotional intelligence. Recognizing the emotions that drive financial decisions and learning to regulate them is crucial for achieving financial stability and happiness. For example, Housel discusses how fear can cause people to sell investments during market downturns, even when it would be wiser to stay the course. Similarly, greed can lead to risky financial decisions in pursuit of quick gains, while envy can push people to live beyond their means in an attempt to match the perceived success of others. By understanding and managing these emotions, individuals can make more rational, thoughtful financial decisions that are better aligned with their long-term interests. The power of storytelling. Another central theme of the chapter is the power of storytelling in shaping financial behavior. Housel explains that the narratives we tell ourselves about money, whether they stem from personal experience, family upbringing, or societal expectations, profoundly influence our financial choices. These stories often dictate how we view wealth, success, and security, sometimes without us even realizing it. For example, someone raised in a household that experienced financial instability might prioritize security and avoid risk, even when taking calculated risks could lead to greater long-term rewards. On the other hand, someone who grew up in an environment where wealth was equated with status might focus on outward displays of success, such as expensive cars or homes, at the expense of long-term financial health. Housel encourages readers to reflect on the stories that guide their financial behaviors and to question whether those narratives truly serve their best interests. The limits of knowledge. Housel also touches on the idea that financial knowledge alone is not enough to guarantee success. While understanding markets, investments, and financial strategies is important, it does not always translate into good financial behavior. This is because human behavior is often irrational and influenced by factors beyond logic, such as emotions and biases. Housel admits that even experts in finance are not immune to mistakes, as no one can predict the future with certainty. He emphasizes the importance of humility in financial decision-making, acknowledging that things will not always go according to plan. Accepting that uncertainty is a natural part of life, particularly in financial markets, can help individuals remain adaptable and resilient when things go wrong. This mindset allows for better long-term planning, as it accounts for the inevitability of setbacks and the unpredictability of financial outcomes. Values over wealth. In the final section of the chapter, Housel underscores the importance of aligning financial decisions with personal values. He argues that accumulating wealth for its own sake is ultimately unfulfilling. Instead, money should be viewed as a tool for living a life that aligns with one's core values and brings genuine happiness. Whether it's providing for family, pursuing meaningful work, or enjoying experiences, financial success should be defined by personal fulfillment rather than external validation. Housel explains that understanding what truly matters in life can help individuals make better financial decisions. For example, if someone values financial independence and security, they might prioritize saving and investing over lavish spending. Conversely, someone who values experiences might choose to spend on travel or hobbies that bring them joy. The key, Housel argues, is to ensure that financial choices reflect what is genuinely important to the individual, rather than what society deems as successful. Conclusion, confession, serves as a reflective and introspective conclusion to the psychology of money. Morgan Housel provides a candid account of his own experiences with money, emphasizing that financial success is deeply personal and shaped by a variety of emotional and psychological factors. He urges readers to adopt a broader perspective on wealth, focusing on personal fulfillment and long-term goals, rather than external benchmarks or societal expectations. By recognizing the emotional influences behind financial decisions and the narratives that shape our views on money, individuals can gain greater control over their financial lives. Housel encourages readers to embrace humility, adaptability, and emotional intelligence in their financial journeys, understanding that mistakes and setbacks are part of the process. Ultimately, he advocates for a values-based approach to wealth, where money is used as a tool for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. This final chapter leaves readers with a sense of clarity and empowerment, encouraging them to reflect on their own financial behaviors and make choices that align with their unique goals and values. Thanks for tuning in to the Book Lounge, where we break down life-changing books like The Psychology of Money to help you grow smarter, wealthier, and more empowered. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights and stay on track toward your goals. See you in the next video.